Today I challenge Mr. Beardstone to a race. I also build a bunch more of my railroads, and I even build a huge new building twice because Mr. Beardstone blew up my first one. Let's create storage. I've got tons of it. I've got a bunch in here with all of these chests. I've got a whole bunch of it in this building over here, and a whole bunch more in this one. I've also got a whole bunch of it down here, which is linked to my rail network, and over at my starter area, I've got a whole bunch more. I've got a big old storage room here with a ton of stuff in it, and I still haven't connected a bunch of stuff in my power station up to the storage yet. I've got all of these things in here that are just accumulating, and it's a pain. It's an absolute pain having to keep traveling back and forth between this area here and my snowy area all the way over there. And considering I'm going to be moving away from that area very soon, I'm going to have nothing. And my plan has been for a very long time to move all of the storage from all of those places all the way back to Hill Valley over to a big old storage facility over here. But there's a bit of a problem with that. And that problem is that whilst this terrain is relatively flat, it's still also full of many slopes and many hills. And it means that having things like rail networks over here are going to be pretty tricky because it's going to be full of floating corners like this, which is very difficult to landscape under. Now, you can get away with it when it's in areas that you don't really go to, but when it's areas that are going to be right out there in the open and you're traveling past a lot, I think it's going to look pretty awful. So I've come up with a new plan. Looking at the map of the world that I've explored around this area, we can see a whole bunch of things going on. We've got our snowy area here, we've got our starter area here, and this is where I was planning on doing the storage. We've also got our tree farm area here, and if we come across here, we've got something there, which we'll get to in a little bit. But realistically, as I expand this world and I move to new areas, I'm going to need something relatively central. And if I had storage over here, as much as I've got access to the water, I'm not going to really have access to anything else. So this little area here where there's already something built would be perfect because it's slap bang in the middle of this big landmass. And that little area is all the way over the other side of these mountains. As we drop down over here, you'll see I've already connected a whole bunch of stuff, and we've got this very interesting looking building, which is soon to be demolished. And that's because it's probably one of the ugliest buildings that I've ever built in my entire life, and it's also because I've already recorded this video once, realized I wasn't happy with it, and decided to cut most of it out and start again. That said, in a second we're going to be going back to what I've already recorded, but skipping out the bit where I built this horrible thing and a few other things that I've done. And just to talk you through this, basically this was a mishmash patchwork of different build styles that I tried to put together into a chunk line thing that was going to be a central power station, which I would run all of my power from this area, but I've decided I don't need to do that and I don't want to do that, so it's going to go, and this is going to be part of our storage network instead, although the main storage facility is going to be over here in this big flat area there. But before we get cracking on any of that, there's one thing I want to address, and that is these filling tanks. My jetpack and my power drill both run off these tanks, and I'm forever filling them up, and this is the point where I'm going to cut back to stuff I've done earlier. So I'll see you when we get back to this bit. And currently, in order to refill all those tanks, I come over to Hill Valley. I grab my empty water tanks and I stand here and just fill them up from this pond, which takes ages. And then I grab my empty fuel tanks and I go all the way down to the bottom of my mine, which takes ages. I fly all the way down this ridiculously long tunnel, which takes ages. And I come to this area which used to be completely full of lava, not just diamonds. It had lava all the way down there. Oh, geez, I'm getting shot. It had lava all the way over here. It had lava all the way through here, and there's a little bit left, and it had lava all the way down to this point here. And basically what I do is I come along, try not to stand in the lava, and just fill these tanks up like this, and you can see this is a very tedious and boring process, and you can see exactly how much lava I've actually used throughout the course of this Let's Play just on that portable drill and my jetpack. Ow. But no more, because I've got a plan. Now, despite the crazy number of create atoms I've got on this mod pack, there's actually no way of filling these tanks up other than taking them and actually clicking on lava, and we've got an infinite lava source here. So my plan is to make some sort of deployer system that will take lava from this using one of these hose pulleys, so it doesn't actually take any of the lava away because it's infinite, put it into something that this can be dipped into, and then I can just give these to a deployer over time and they'll get filled up and come back when they're full. That's my little plan. How hard could it be? What could possibly go wrong? Now, the first thing I want to do is make a whole bunch more of these tanks. There we go, another 4 of each should do. And then I need to go all the way back to Hill Valley to get some more kelp, because I've completely run out over here. Oh good, I've got 31,000 of it, that should be plenty. Now, should be plenty of those for a while. And that means I can now craft up another hose pulley, which means I can get some pipe and I can make this system. That said, I've already got all of this stuff here and I don't need this nether system anymore. I could just use this. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? I'm not going to need it in the future, but what if I do? But I won't. What if I do? Oh, geez. I've already got... No, I'm going to... Just in case, I'm going to leave it. Okay, so here we got a very, very crude idea of what this could be. We've got a hose pulley pulling all of that lava from that infinite lava source, pumping it into there, and then we've just got a deployer on top. And I'm hoping if I give that deployer one of these empty fueling tanks, it's going to fill it up. Oh, wonderful. And if that works for lava, I can't see why that won't work for water either. So here we go. Yep, that's working. Nice. So now all I need is a little system to automatically put in ones that are empty and automatically take out ones that are full. Now, how could that be? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I may have a bit accidentally turned some of my infinite lava source into obsidian. And now I'm very much glad that I didn't get rid of all of this because I'm going to need it again to refill all that hole. Okay, I think this system should work, although I've not had much luck with filters recently. The idea here is there's a filter on there that says to only allow filled ones out of that funnel. They'll go into this hopper here and into that barrel. And then we've got a couple of barrels above. So technically, if I put that empty one in there, it comes straight back out. But the filter's got a full one in it and I got it on respect data. So that little system's not going to work then, is it? These filters suck. I wonder if I just put a full one on there. Is that still going to allow empty ones through? Yes, it is. Oh man, does it at least work with the water one? No. Oh man. Don't worry, peeps. I've got a new plan. And here it is. We're going to be able to do 5 at once of both types. And all I've got to do is bring my water tanks down here and put them on these depots. And they're just going to get sucked into those deployers. And then I can do the same things with the fueling tanks on these ones. And then once they're finished, and you can tell when they're finished because they've stopped touching the water, I can just go and grab them from these things on here, which is a little bit more manual, but it'll do. Only problem with this is it seems this lava isn't actually filling up all the way through, and I guess that's probably because it's taking from those other ones, but these pipes are going all the way through there, so I don't understand why it's not filling up the block. Maybe I need another pump. Okay, I've got 3 pumps on it now, but still doesn't seem to be filling up in the middle. Why not? Let's just pump that. Why does nothing ever work the way I want it to? If I put that there and that there, it will, but it won't do it if they're connected. Oh, geez. All right, well, maybe we'll just have 3 at once then. Well, even with just 3 of them going, it's still far quicker than it was doing it by hand down at the other place. So, yeah, I'm going to call that a success. Time to move on, which means it's time to grab the portable drill and then find a decent spot in this mountain range to dig a big old tunnel for this train track. And ideally, we want to be coming out roughly around about this point here where it's most flat. So if I turn around and just go straight back from this direction, it's going to be roughly where those trees are. So all I need to do is continue that terrain around here, dig a big old hole with the power drill, and then we can dig an even bigger hole with this contraption once I've modified it a bit. So I better get cracking. If you're enjoying this video, then consider hitting that subscribe button. It only takes a second and it really helps me out. We've now made a huge tunnel. I need to lay down the other piece of track, and this item vault's now got a horrendous amount of stuff in it. And this tunnel's got a horrendous amount of stuff in it as well, so I think some torches might be a good idea, and possibly a way to deal with this water. May have a bit made it wet, mate. And there we go. We've now got 2 lines of track that go all the way down this thing, as well as a whole bunch of torches. Then it comes all the way round here and all the way back here. Okay, now that that's all in and smoothed out a little bit, I've got a bit of a problem with this track. You see, my tracks are laid out so there's 2 of them. One goes that way and one goes that way, and the one on the left goes in that direction. So the diesel engine will be able to come back, come down here and get to that station, but the only way he can get out of there would be to go up that way, which takes him on the track that goes in the same direction as which he was going originally, which means he can never get back to where he was going. So I either need to make a big old turning circle over here so the trains can actually turn round, because that little mess down there is temporary and I want to get rid of it, or alternatively, what I could do is make this entire village a turning circle by bringing these tracks down through these trees here, through this forest, and linking it up where it goes down to Hill Valley over there, which means it could go whichever way it needed to go. But that now means I've got to get that track all the way over there through the... Oh, geez. Why do I do this? I think I'm going to need more track. Big swoop. go. What a lovely swoop you've got there, mate. I know, beautiful, isn't it? And we want that like that. How does that look? They do go together. That's good. I can't see them through the trees, but it doesn't look like they're overlapping. So yes, that works. So the next thing I'm going to need to do is get this destroyer back out, put it back on the track facing in the opposite direction, and then realize I've done the entire thing off center. Oh, oops. Let's just fix this all up a little bit. There we go. Ow. Oh, ow. Stop it. We should be good to go. Well, that's that little bit of path clear. Now it's time to go all the way through these woods and down to the other side. But before I do that, I'm going to need a whole bunch more tracks, so I'm going to head back to Hill Valley and make some more. And now that I got a whole bunch of track, it's time to go and get it laid. Yeah, lay it. No, don't even say it. Maximize turn, put it in. Most of it's gone through the ground, which is not ideal. But will my little choo-choo train be able to demolish the path all the way there? Demolish? Demolish. You said demolish. Shut up. Let's go. There we go. We now have a full track system. I've even put some signals down as well to stop things crashing, and now that goes the whole way around the area, which means our trains are never going to get stuck and they can go round and round whichever direction they want, which is fantastic. Okay, and that brings us back to this point of the video where it's time to demolish this building. And I think I've pretty much got everything set, but I need one more thing. And the last thing I need is more fuel again, because my backpack tanks have completely run out again. So we just need to head back down to the basement area then and grab some more of these tanks. I need a better way into this basement area. This just isn't great at all. Okay, I've got a couple of fresh tanks on me now, so I've got plenty to get going on with, and I guess I should probably head back over to that area. Hang on a minute. Excuse me, Mr. Beardstone?
Oh, dang it. Hey.
I wasn't expecting you.
No, I was just, you invited me to your ski village, remember?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't expect you to. How did you get here?
Oh, it's best we don't go into that. It's all very complicated.
Right. I noticed you carrying a spyglass.
No, I'm not.
Okay. But it must probably a glitch.
Yeah, it must be. I'm definitely not over here stealing your ideas or anything.
Oh, that's good then. Well, to be honest with you, I could probably come back to your place and get some more ideas as well. You see, I've just built the most lovely. Actually, it's really nice. The best thing I ever built. You can come and help me open it today if you want.
Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. I'd love to. Love to. I do have a couple of things I need to look at around here.
I could give you a tour. Not a problem.
Okay, yeah, if you could do a particular focus on your delivery vehicles, that'd be marvellous.
Okay, well, we've just happened to have one's just reversed in here. I'll just stop the driver disappearing and get an object. No, we'll just have to follow him, Mr. Beardstone.
Look at that. See, this is what I wanted to see, Foxy. I'm so sick of building trains.
Yeah, it's quite frustrating building trains all the time. These, I have to say, even if you have to do the rail underground, these vehicles are much better.
Wow, he's pretty good.
He's done it a few times.
At reversing.
Yeah, he's done it a few times, and he's going to go over here into the car park. You see. What he'll do now is he's going to grab some items from the train station through a little hole that I've forgotten to cover up. Don't look at that hole. What hole?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's it.
This is awesome. This is awesome because basically I've built an area. It's got lots and lots of trains in it already, and now I'm adding more buildings. I don't want to just have a bajillion trains going around on top of the.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I was considering maybe doing like some sort of like 50s vehicles, delivery trucks and things like that.
Nice.
And, I figured what better place to get inspiration than to come see the guy who's already done it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want some more inspiration, I haven't got any more vans or trucks, but I've got a couple of forklifts and a dumper truck running about over here. Unfortunately, they don't actually do anything anymore other than run around because I had to totally rip out all of the internals of my factories because I was getting a bit of lag.
I mean, the fact that they're being driven by monkeys is mildly terrifying, but apart from that is awesome. I mean, this is exactly the kind of thing I was after, really. Something that's not a train.
Speaking of things that are not a train, would you like to have a race, Mr. Beardstone?
What? Of course I'd love to have a race.
Follow me. I just happen to have, just on the off chance that someone might turn up to my world, I've built a new vehicle and I'm desperate to race it, you see.
Curious. It's not going to, make you teleport into my world again, is it?
I hope not. I really hope not. No. So, in this episode, what I've done is I've actually completely linked all of these tracks that go around the entire snowy area now.
Oh, you got a big old loop-de-loop.
Yeah, it's like a big racetrack. And I've got the DeLorean, obviously, which is lovely. And did you know, Mr. Beardstone, that DeLoreans in real life were made with stainless steel?
I did not, no.
Yeah, they were very, very heavy, and as a result, didn't go very fast. And then this chap, I can't remember his name, but he invented a new car, a very modern one made of stainless steel. And it's
okay.
He called it Cybertruck.
Oh God, yeah, the Cybertruck, yeah.
So I want to see, of these two stainless steel vehicles, which one's the fastest?
Okay.
So have you got a preference which one you prefer to drive?
I mean, the DeLorean, obviously.
Fair enough. You take the DeLorean, then I'll go with the Cybertruck. If we just pop them on the tracks here, right?
Okay.
I have to go in through the window. You can go in through the roof.
Yeah, I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
And then I guess we should do mark, set, go. 3 laps, I think, maybe.
3 laps.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do this. Wait a sec. Are we gonna come across other trains while we're doing this?
Possibly one, but I may have modified the track slightly to allow us to potentially go round them. Right, on your marks, go. Come on, Cybertruck, you got this. Right, so you're always pretty much turning left. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going super fast.
Yes, well, these are cars, not trains, Mr. Beardstone. What cars do, they go very fast.
Hey, I see.
Yeah. And they've got fuel in, and I may have modified this lesson slightly, but there we go, I'm on lap 2 already. Oh, you're right behind me. Oh, gee, watch out for that train. Oh. You didn't go round it, Mr. Beardstone.
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, dear. Did you die?
This is the worst. Yes, I died.
Well, I guess
I just crashed a DeLorean into a train. I guess you win the race.
I guess I won. Yeah. Oh, marvellous. Excellent. Good. Well, there we go. Cybertruck faster than the DeLorean. Who would have thought it? A modern electric vehicle faster than a very old not electric vehicle.
Okay, well, I'm about 1,000 blocks away, so I'll see you in a moment. And when I get there, I will probably be starving.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, when you get here, I've got a job for you, that grand opening. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
I'll go get prepared. Oh dear, grave of Mr. Beardstone. I've got your things here, Mr. Beardstone.
Thank you. I have an obituary.
Yes. Yeah, that's what happens when you die, you see. But, you know, thank you for taking part in that race, but now it's time to make a very long journey through this tunnel and go and do a grand opening of this new building that I've built that I'm very proud of. Honestly, I think it's the best building I've ever built.
Yeah, I know you, Foxy.
Yes.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, of course it is. Why would it be wrong?
You're hard to trust sometimes, Foxy. I think it's your tone.
No, not me. Very trustworthy fellow, my mum said.
See, look, it's saying things like trustworthy people don't need to say I'm a trustworthy person.
So here it is. The what was going to be a power station, which is now surplus to requirements. I mean, no, I love it.
What?
It's a grand opening. I can't wait for it to be open by Mr. Beardstone himself. I'm so excited.
I get to open it.
Yes, but there's a button there and when you press it, something really special will happen with this building, and it will be open for the public to come and see. Yep, 100%.
Okay, honest. You've literally put honest, mate, on it.
Grand opening, honest, mate. Because I'm a very honest fellow, you see.
Right then, let's open it.
Whatever you do, don't blow it up.
Why would you say something like that?
What did I just say?
I kind of feel like you set me up there.
Didn't really go.
There was 1 or 2 suspicious things involved in this. Why would you build a building with TNT in it? Is my first question.
Just press the button again, Mr. Beardstone.
Just press the button again?
Yeah.
Is this to make sure it's definitely open?
Yeah. Did you press it?
Yeah. Do you want me to press it again?
Yeah. No, half of my... someone's put TNT in here and half of it hasn't gone off. That's weird.
Oh, very strange, Foxy, very strange.
Maybe I've had another visitor that I wasn't expecting. Oh, all of my hard work and effort on my beautiful building. Sadly, it's fixable, but I don't want it, Mr. Beardstone. Being totally honest with you, because I'm a very honest sort of fellow, I don't like it.
Really? I didn't get that impression whatsoever.
It's probably the ugliest building I've ever built in my entire life, if I'm being honest with you. So, yeah, it needs to go.
Yeah, you might. I mean, I really like the chimney.
Yeah, chimney's nice.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it might be all of the New Year festivities that took over my brain while I was doing that one. But, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, fair enough. Glad I could help.
So
thanks for killing me in a road race.
You're welcome. Anytime.
But yeah, well, anyway, I think I've got all I need. Stolen all. I've been inspired. Yep.
100%.
To basically do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How are you getting home? That's a point. How did you get here?
Well, so what happened was, I'll figure it out. It's fine. Look, it's best not to ask questions, okay? I don't have a DeLorean like you do. I had to find different methods of getting here.
Right.
And I'll have different methods of leaving as well. There you go. Look, you can keep that.
Oh, thank you. I'll put that on my wall. Where'd he go? Huh. Doesn't look like Mr. Beardstone at all. Well, that didn't exactly go to plan, so I guess I'm going to demolish it myself. Here we go. We'll have all of my mechanical pistons ready. This is probably going to take a couple of sweeps, but all I need to do now is just wind this handle, and hopefully off it'll start going. And there we go, a nice big blank canvas for us to build it all over again. Hooray! Jeez. Well, this isn't 100% done, but this will have to do for today because, as usual, I've run out of time. As you can see, I brought my little freight locomotive here to figure out exactly where the platform's going to be, and the idea here is the freight locomotive is going to unload its items and they're going to get stored in this storage building, ready to be transported to a storage building. Yeah, this is like an intermediary process. It's more like a shipping logistics service. As you can see, we got a nice little office building at the front with lots and lots of these amazing lights. We've got some big windows, and we've even took the time to decorate a little reception area with a nice sofa, some pictures, some plants, a shelves, an entranceway. And if we go through into the hallway, we've got some lockers, some backpacks, got a little sink to wash your hands, and we've got some offices with nothing in them because I've run out of time. But don't worry about that. That's absolutely fine. If we then go through this door, we get into the big storage warehouse, which has got all sorts of things going on here. None of it actually does anything. It's all for show, but this is basically racking with big old crates on there, and there's a lot of that. We've got a couple of containers here, and they are actually vaults. You can store items in those, but I don't know whether we're going to yet. Also got a couple of little electrical panels on the wall, another faucet because you need to wash these places down sometimes, and that leads us to our loading bay where lorries will come up eventually and load all of the items to take over to the warehouse. We have got a mishmash of two different designs going on here. I tried to go for sort of a modern looking warehouse and a modern looking set of offices, but also with that sort of 70s wood vibe that we've got going on here on the outside and the inside, and I think it kind of works. And what's this I'm standing above? Well, I thought it'd be interesting to have some like little ponds underneath the little area that you walk through here, but at the moment there's no fish in there and, well, no plant life at all. It's just ready for when I have actually got time to do that. And on the roof we've got a whole bunch of different vents and things like that going on just to basically fill that space out a little bit, and that's basically it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the design, to be honest with you, and I have tried putting different styles of lettering on the front with things like store and haul and freight or ship and things like that, but it just didn't work. I even just tried a logo on there and yeah, it just didn't look right. I kind of like the plain simplicity of this building, to be honest with you. And with all that in place, it means next time we can really get cracking extending this little tarmac area to have some lorries going up and down. We can extend the platform and get that sorted out. We can get the items offloaded from this train and actually into here somewhere, and then a system to get them back out of here into the lorries, or trucks if you're from America. And that, unfortunately, peeps, is all I've got time for today. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.